Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today we're going to discuss RBT mock exam, RBT exam review practice exam, RBT test prep, part 1. Let's dive in. RBTS should prepare for their session prior to arriving at the client's home, clinic, or place of work. Which of the following answer choices is not typically part of preparing for session? The options are: read session notes from any sessions that happened in between your last session. Gather all required materials needed for data collection. Consult with the parents once you arrive at session on any changes they would like to make to the treatment plan. Gather any reinforcers you might use and bring them to session. The correct answer is: consult with the parents once you arrive at session on any changes they would like to make to the treatment plan. Of assessment is the least effective at identifying antecedents, consequences, and the function of behaviors. The options are: functional analysis, direct assessment, indirect assessment, event recording. The correct answer is indirect assessment. In your most recent session with your client, you notice that your client will scratch himself when asked to complete a math assignment. You tell your BCBA that you think the client wants to escape from homework. The BCBA asks you what the scratching looks like. The BCBA wants to know what. The options are: the function, the topography, the magnitude, the antecedent. The correct answer is the topography. Sarah practices a standing backflip every day at cheer camp. She practices on a soft mat and will flip into a foam pit. When Sarah returns home from cheer camp, she shows her parents that she learned how to do a backflip. Sarah is demonstrating. The options are: generalization, extinction, spontaneous recovery, response generalization. The correct answer is generalization. Like studies for the RBT exam, he studies for 20 minutes straight, and then takes a 5-minute break, before studying again for 20 minutes. What is the IRT for studying behavior? The options are: 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Unknown. The correct answer is 5 minutes. The following is not an antecedent to the behavior. The options are: SD, prompt, extinction, MO. The correct answer is extinction. He gets the courage to ask his crush, Sydney, out on a date. Sydney tells him she would love to go out with him. After their date, Glenn asks Sydney for another date. Glenn's behavior was changed due to? The options are: positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, positive punishment, negative punishment. The correct answer is positive reinforcement. Is instructed to use whole interval recording to track John's on-task behavior. When will Norma record a response? The options are: whenever the behavior occurs, if the behavior occurs during the interval, if the behavior occurs during the entire interval, if the behavior occurs at the end of the interval. The correct answer is if the behavior occurs during the entire interval. Brand new and has a very limited repertoire of skills. You are working on basic things like imitation, matching, and labeling, but your client is making a lot of mistakes. What type of prompting might be best to limit mistakes? The options are: least to most, most to least, verbal. The prompt that is least intrusive. The correct answer is most to least. Following measurement choices does not require you to be there to observe the behavior occur. The options are: discontinuous measurement, continuous measurement, permanent product, direct measurement. The correct answer is permanent product.